Hey guys, Steve Welch here, Beam and Toyota in Nashville. Wanted to show you guys some differences here, answering another question that I've had here. So I've got three different Corollas here for you guys. All right, this one, as you can see, is an LE. This one right here, as you can see, is your hybrid. It's also an LE. All the hybrids in the Corolla are only available in the LE, just so you know. And then this one is your SE. So what am I going to show you? All right, the question that I had was about the spare tire on your, and particularly was on the hybrid, but I'm going to show you the differences so that you can see some things here. All right, guys. So first off, in your LE, you're going to see you have this down here. Now usually you're going to have a mat or something on there. You can see the mat's rolled up in the back. It's a new car. All right, so you'll have either carpet or all weather, but you have this little cutouts right here. Put your hand in here and you can see your jack tools are right here. And if you grab this right here underneath, there's your spare tire in the well. All right, so you can see where your spare tire is, all of that. Okay, now I'm going to take you to the SE, which is the next one over here, and you're going to see something that's different yet. When I lift this up, still lifting this up, you're going to see you have an extra tool in here, and the tools are a little bit different. So the SE, you have alloy wheels. By the way, you still have your tire down here. All right, your SE, your tools can look a little bit different because you have alloy wheels on this one as opposed to having your hubcaps on the other one. So that's why your tools will look a little bit different. So now here is your big difference. All right, you go into the hybrid. Now this one is an all-weather mat, but that's not what the big difference is. So I'm going to lift this up, try to make it where I can show you. It also has this little cutout here, and you pop this up, and well, that's totally different, isn't it? All right, so you have your emergency tire puncture kit. I'll pull this out for you. You see genuine Toyota parts and emergency tire puncture repair kit. And it's got a best before 2 of 26, and then dispose of used sealant. That bottle at a dealer. This kit's designed for a Corolla. Don't use it on any other vehicle because there's going to be different sizes of these, right? So then your other piece, and I'm going to try to do this with one hand. Your other piece is this right here. It's a compressor, all right? So your emergency tire repair kit, that kit plugs into this compressor and then goes to the wheel. So you get this compressor will actually push the sealant into the tire and give you your sealant. So now you definitely want to take it to your dealer to get it repaired after doing that. And a lot of times, I'll tell you, just don't do this. Just call roadside service and just fix it that way. So if that's what you're planning on doing, just do it like that. So let me see if I can get this back and show you exactly how that was back in there. And then this one was back over here, right? So now what I want to show you is something else that you can do, all right? So you can actually still put a spare tire inside, all right? So there's some, now you take that little thing out, you can still actually put a spare tire in a hybrid. Question that I've had, you know, and it's been on other cars, you'll notice that the Prius is like this. The LE Eco in the previous Corolla did not have a spare tire. It had that same kit. So question is well, why does this car have a spare tire and this car have a spare tire and your XSE have a spare tire, and every trim level except the hybrid LE have a spare tire? And there's an easy answer. That answer is weight. All right, so what I'm going to show you is your hybrid, you're getting 52 miles per gallon combined, 53 city, 52 highway. All right, if you add weight, you decrease your fuel economy. So let's say your tire weighs 60 pounds, all right, it's going to decrease. Maybe that comes down a mile per gallon, maybe it comes down 2, who knows, depending on exactly where the weight is, how it rides, things like that. You could actually lose a little bit of fuel economy. And when you're in a hybrid, usually you're trying for the best fuel economy that is available. So that being said, they're taking out of most of the hybrids, and they're building a thing behind me here, but So out of most of the hybrids, they're taking the spare tires out of them. Now, hybrid RAV4s, yeah, they still have the spare tire, but if you're looking at and hybrid Highlanders and the SUVs, they seem to be leaving those all right. But like your Sienna van, you can get a spare tire, but it's an option. It's not standard. But like I said, your Prius and I'm seeing more and more cars going to that kit in order to save weight. But I mean, I don't even think it saves cost. I just think it saves weight, because those things, to replace those, I mean, it's got to be about the same as a spare tire to replace those things. I think they're like $100 to replace that kit that is in there. So it's almost, I mean, I would fight using it, especially if I had, if I paid $6 a month or $8 a month or something like that for roadside, your first 2 years of roadside with the Toyotas included. Man, I'm going to call the phone number. I'm not going to use something that's going to cost me money. So, but definitely, depending on which Toyota you have, I mean, there's some vehicles, like, I mean, I know I did some work with Kia for a while, and I think all of their cars no longer have a spare. And I could be wrong on that, but Kia, Hyundai, I mean, there's a lot of these other brands that they have no spare tires in any of their cars because they need to get the efficiency up to meet CAFE standards. So if you can limit 100 pounds between your jack tools and your tire and stuff like that, and you'll limit 100 pounds, I mean, that, like I said, that could be a mile or two per gallon, which the way CAFE standards works, it's overall fuel economy over all of your fleet. Well, if you don't have a good hybrid fleet like Toyota does, if you don't have a good fleet that's going to give you additional fuel economy and efficiency, you're not going to meet the government standards. I mean, it makes sense if you think about it that way. So, but like I said, I just wanted to show you guys. So LE, hybrid LE, SE, I mean, we can go to a lot of them, but in your Corollas, your hybrid, if you have a hybrid, understand that you do not have a spare tire in your hybrid. All right, you do not have a spare tire, you do not have a jack, you do not have jack tools. So you're going to be relying on that kit or on roadside service. In your non-hybrids, you do have the spare tire and the jack tools, but you're also going to get a 33 mile per gallon combined fuel economy with getting 38 on the highway. So that is, like I said, there's a reason for it. Just know when you're looking for one that's what you're going to be looking at. So hopefully I've helped you guys out to know a little bit here. I mean, like I said, it's all of them look the same in the back. If you look actually under this, you can see the underside is all the same, but you just get this piece right here for your tire, and that goes into the bottom. But I have known people that have gotten spare tires for the Corollas and for some of the other cars because the well is still there. And here's the fun part. The fact that I can throw that in there means that if I bought a Corolla hybrid, the first thing that I would do is get a spare tire and put it in there. I would find it junkyard, I'd buy it, whatever I had to, and I would put that tire in there. Might I lose a mile per gallon? Sure. Do I care? At that point, no. Because, like I said, the manufacturer's CAFE standards, they can only control those when the car's new. If you start modifying something, I mean, think about a big SUV or like a Wrangler or something like that. If you have factory tires on a Wrangler, you're going to get better gas mileage than if you put those big mudders on there that people like to do when they customize their Wrangler or their 4Runner or their FJ Cruiser. As soon as you start doing these customized things, it doesn't matter what the fuel economy is because you know that you're dropping your fuel economy. It doesn't matter to the manufacturer what the fuel economy is because they have no part in it. So those things you can definitely adjust and you can change those. It's like I said, it's just if you buy a hybrid, chances are you're probably going for fuel economy. Just understand that you don't have that spare tire and understand that you can get it and you can put it in if you guys choose to. So hopefully I've answered your questions and you'll understand why you don't have a spare tire in there and understand that you can get one if you choose to. So definitely let me know if you guys have any questions. Steve Watts of Beaman Toyota in downtown Nashville. Hope you guys all have a great day. It's a beautiful, beautiful day here. So definitely hope that you guys are great. And I will talk to you guys later. Like, subscribe. Appreciate every one of you guys. Have a great day.